Hello friends, welcome back to Jiku Diaries for the review of the third day's play of the Perth test match between India and Australia in this 2024-25 Border-Gavaskar Trophy. Well, it was a very exciting days of test cricket, especially for India, with India in a position from where they cannot even think of losing. India, courtesy Yashasvi Jaiswal's magnificent 161, his fourth test 100, and every time that he has scored a test 100, he has gone on to reach 150, and today's 161 being his lowest test 100 among the four that he has got. His previous hundreds have been 171 on test debut against the West Indies and two double hundreds in consecutive test matches against England earlier this year. And more importantly for Indian cricket and for Virat Kohli's fans, Virat Kohli is back with a bang. He has been going through a lot of flack. He has gone through 15 test innings without a century. Today, he has bounced back to form and proved his critics that everything is well with him and his passion to play for the country remains still the same. Virat Kohli scored an unbeaten 100, his 30th test 100 and his first since he scored that 100 against the West Indies in Trinidad in July 2023. Virat Kohli is back in form, back amongst runs. He, in the last four test matches, including this ongoing test match, he has been having a miserable run and he has shut down all the critics, shut up everybody who have been questioning his form. He just loves scoring runs and batting and playing for country, and what better place than Australia to get back to form. Virat Kohli, with his 7th century in Australia, has the most number of hundreds by not just an Indian batsman but by an Asian batsman in Australia. India are in such a commanding position that they declared their second innings at 487 for 6. The moment Virat Kohli swept Marnus Labuschagne for a 4 to reach his 30th test 100, the declaration came about. And no sooner than India started bowling, they took wickets, with Australia struggling, finishing the day 3 stumps at 12 for 3. Yes, Australia have lost 3 wickets, that of their opener Nathan McSweeney for no score in the very first over by Jasprit Bumrah. They sent, surprisingly, their captain Pat Cummins as night watchman when about 20-25 minutes were left in the day's play. And we all know that night watchmen don't come in with so many minutes left in the day's play. And Pat Cummins was out, caught in the slips for only 2 runs. And of the last ball of the day, in what was the last ball of the day, it was the last over, Jasprit Bumrah struck again, trapping Marnus Labuschagne for just 3 runs, leg before wicket, with the batsman offering no shot. So India are in the driver's seat. They can only look at winning comfortably when play resumes on day 4 on Monday. Australia are facing defeat, having been set a target of 534 and down at 12 for 3, they need 522 more runs to win, which is not possible given the circumstances, and India need only 7 more wickets, which I see them take on Monday and finish off this match, beginning the series with a win on the 4th day. But the day was entirely Virat Kohli's in the second half, after it was the young 22-year-old Yashasvi Jaiswal who scored a magnificent 161. Resuming overnight at 90 runs with India on 172 without loss, India lost their other opener KL Rahul. He was out for 77 to Mitchell Stark, but not before the two openers shared 201 runs for the opening wicket. That makes them the best partnership that they have raised by Indians in a test match for the opening wicket in Australia, surpassing the 191 that Sunil Gavaskar and Krishnamacharya Srikanth shared in the Sydney Test of 1985-86 series. Yashasvi Jaiswal has now scored the highest runs by an Indian playing in his first test match in Australia. He becomes the third Indian after Yamal Jaisimha in 1967-68 and Sunil Gavaskar in 1977-78 to score a century in his first test in Australia. Yashasvi Jaiswal, what a story he has been, coming from humble backgrounds, camping in the Mumbai Maidan tents in his early days, going from strength to strength, playing club cricket in Mumbai, age group cricket, India under 19, and finally the highest level. Of course, IPL coming along the way for Rajasthan Royals. Yashasvi Jaiswal has been a fantastic story, and with the kind of form that he has been, scoring 4 centuries of 150 plus scores in his 15 test matches so far, having begun his career in the West Indies in July 2023, he has been a remarkable story. Yashasvi Jaiswal, until he became out post lunch in a phase where India lost 3 wickets for 8 runs in the space of 18 deliveries, and that included Jaiswal falling for 161, then Rishabh Pant being stumped, and Dhruv Jurel also falling for 1 run. India in that space lost 3 quick wickets, but then it was Kohli who was keeping the Indian batting going, sharing a brilliant 89 runs for the 6th wicket with Washington Sundar, and then a quick 77 unbroken for the 7th wicket in only 55 balls with debutant Nitish Reddy. India are in a superb position. They cannot lose from here. 7 more wickets and Australia will feel the heat. The pitch has been deteriorating. It has been changing. The characteristics of the pitch have been changing over the days. It was green on day 1, not so on day 2, and today with the cracks opening, there was uneven bounce and a couple of balls outside the off stump bowled by the medium pacers. The ball was going almost along the ground. So such is the uncertainty of the nature of the pitch, and India and especially Washington Sundar, the off spinner, will look to exploit the conditions on day 4. We saw Nathan Lyon do that today, and surprisingly Nathan Lyon got his first wicket in this test match after bowling 25 overs in the game. 5 overs in the first innings without reward, and he got his first wicket of the 20th over that he bowled in the Indian second innings, and that shows how much the pitch has played so far, with day 1 being exploited by the fast bowlers, day 2 yesterday completely being a flat good one for batting, and today with the sun beating hard and the cracks opening, it was of some help for the bowlers, especially Nathan Lyon, the off spinner. So Washington Sundar will certainly be looking forward keenly to bowling tomorrow and getting wickets. So it is something that India will look upon Washington Sundar to deliver, but that is only if Jasprit Bumrah, Mohammad Siraj and Harshit Rana have not done the damage early on when play resumes on Monday morning. Well, it has been a fantastic day's play, especially for Indian cricket and Indian fans. Australia facing defeat. India will only look to finishing off this match at the earliest. There is no hurry anyway, by the way, because 2 full days remain, and it is only that India have to be bowling on the right areas, bowling the proper line and length, bowling to the stumps. And as we saw today, when you bowl to the stumps, you will get wickets. So that is what Indian bowlers should be looking at, and it is just a matter of time before India go 1-0 up in this Border-Gavaskar Trophy opening match in Perth. Until tomorrow with the review of fourth day's play, take care, bye-bye, and stay safe.